alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So for this video, inshallah, I wanted to talk about a word or a phrase called wintering, and I got the idea from this book. It's called Wintering: The Power of Rest and Retreat in Difficult Times by Catherine May. And so basically wintering is when we are going through life and we have problems in our life, and there can be a lot of reasons as to why. It can be because of illness, because of death or grief, because of failure, or any other reasons. And as human beings, we go through this as part of our life. So the author basically is asking us to, instead of trying to escape our problems, to basically look inward and rest, retreat, and just reflect, self-reflect of our problems. And she uses the winter season, and it has it in the name. It's called wintering. So she uses the example of winter and how in the winter is colder, quieter, and darker, and we are less active than we are in other seasons. So winter is the perfect season for this. And she uses the example of how animals hibernate during winter, and how us as human beings, we can learn from them, and also how we can use rest as part of our growth instead of seeing it as something negative. And that was very interesting to me, especially in this culture of hustle and productivity. And so for me, I took the phrase wintering seriously. When I started reading the book, it was October last year, and so I withdrew from everything. I even stopped working at that time. I was just picking up shift just to pay the bills, and I withdrew from the community. I mean, I still was visiting my family. As a Somali family, you cannot completely withdraw, so I was still visiting my family and doing the normal stuff like groceries and stuff like that. But other than that, I was just literally in my one-bedroom apartment, and I was just reading, writing, self-reflecting. And also, in the winter, as a Muslim, is the season of ibadah, season of worship. So it's the perfect time to fully engage in extra ibadah. So that helps too. So basically, my goal was to just, instead of trying to escape the problems I was having, to basically look inwards and self-reflect and see why I was repeating the same mistakes over and over again, and just to think without all the noises that were outside. So I stopped using social media and just self-reflect. So so that's how seriously I took wintering. So I'm still in my wintering phase, and hopefully I can be done by Ramadan time, which is, subhanallah, basically next month. We only have 1 month before Ramadan, which is in February 17, I think. So, and now I feel a bit more comfortable, so that's why I'm like recording a video, coming back to YouTube, coming back to social media. And actually I wrote an article about this. It's called Choosing to Winter, and you can find that in my blog, and also I will link the article here in this video in the description section. I express myself better in writing than I do in talking. So I think you can get a better idea of how my wintering was by reading that article. But that's basically how I wintered, and I'm still wintering, and I think everybody can benefit from it. Sometimes we have a lot going on, especially with everything that's going on around the world. There's just too much noise outside, so it's nice to go back and just to self-reflect and to just sit with yourself and to just think about your problems without trying to escape them. And as Muslims, we have this in our religion. Khalwa, withdrawal, solitude, is a big theme in our religion. And like every good thing that started in this world started with that, with the prophets. Whenever they were doing something important, they went into solitude before they did that. So, and we have a lot of books and articles about this. So I'm really interested in these topics: withdrawal, retreat, solitude, stuff like that. It fascinates me. Maybe it's my introvert side, but yeah, I find that to be very interesting. Yeah, sometimes I do it too much because it's good to be in the community and to interact with the community, because that's how you develop. So that's how you develop your personality and your patience with people. But there's times when you need your solitude, and there's times where you need to be with the community. So I think that's it for this. Until then, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.